the 26th of November, 2025. I'm DSP. This is the Level 1 podcast. Now, I'm well aware that today I'm going to have a split audience. We're going to have people who are my regulars, who have been along for the ride for a very long time, know all about this show, and know the deal. But there's also going to be many of you who are newcomers, people who have just subscribed to the channel, over 8,000 of you. And I'm hoping that you will enjoy the show as well, but you're probably wondering, what's it all about? Don't you talk to your audience every day? What is this Level 1 podcast, right? So I do a podcast usually 2 to 3 times a week. When I do a podcast, I basically have set topics where I feel I want to address them in kind of a formal format. Maybe I know exactly what talking points I want to make about each topic. This could include news stories. It could include current events. It could be about gaming or otherwise, but usually it's on topic about gaming. This is also the place where I talk about my own schedule, events, planning of those kind of things. We talk about games that I'm playing. We talk about games that I could potentially play in the future. This is basically a nice place to have interactive discussion with the audience, but also for me to cover topics. You know, I do just talk with the audience every day on stream. That's a little different because usually there's a game involved. Here, it's just a dedicated show to spend time with the fans and viewers so that we can, brainstorm, but also I can give you my opinions. Sometimes I react to like a game trailer, or for example, just last week, I reacted to the big Steam announcement of all of their new hardware, like the Steam machine and stuff like that, that'll be coming out next year. So that's really the purpose of the podcast. Okay. The thing is, most people who are newcomers to the channel don't know about it. You guys just joined, right? So you're not aware of what the difference is. And hopefully after today, you'll give the show a look and you'll decide whether or not you want to follow it. I have viewers who literally only watch my podcast. They'll only come to watch the Level 1 podcast. They don't watch the gaming streams or whatever. They're just here for the discussion, and then they're off and they come back when there's another podcast, and that's okay. Okay, so I try to do it like every other day. It would be a rare time when I would actually do the show like 2-3 days in a row, unless there's a lot going on in news to cover. Now, to be fair, all right, I'm no Asmongold. Okay, I don't pull in those numbers, and I don't cover a lot of drama, because a lot of people tend to think, well, this is probably the show where Phil is going to go react to people who are talking about him and doing all of that. No, it's not. There has been some of that in the past, but I've basically in the last year made a concerted effort to stay out of drama and make this a more serious show about gaming and my own work ethic and discussions about what games to play, etc. That's it. I don't really want to turn this show into some kind of a drama war format where it's reacting and talking shit about people. I just don't want to do that. That's the kind of content for other people, and that's fine if that's what they want to do. That's not the route that I want to take. Ever since the interview with Asmongold on Monday, people have been coming out of the woodwork to try to put my name in their mouth so they can get a rise, because everyone's talking about me since the interview. And it's hilarious the amount of people who've been like, name dropping me. Oh, look at this with Phil and this and that. It's like, this is crazy. Like, you're not relevant. You just, why are you name dropping me now? I haven't even mentioned you. What are you talking about? So anyway, I don't care. That's not what we're going to do here today. Also, I would like to say, welcome to the Roaches. You guys say, what? To the what? The Roaches. If you're not aware, Asmongold has been essentially criticized and made fun of. People have called him a roach. And his fan base actually almost lovingly call themselves the Roaches. So I'm well aware that this big increase in subs and, engagement, likes, comments, and views on certain videos is from this group. Welcome. It's this simple. If you like games, if you like chill vibes, and if you just want to enjoy the whole idea of gaming culture together, you're in the right spot, because that's really what DSP gaming is, was, and always will be. It's centered around video games and the love of them. Okay? That doesn't mean that there won't be times when there's negativity if there's something going bad with games too. I don't kiss games' butts. Oh no. I am very honest, okay? I don't have any sponsorships or partnerships where I play a game because it's a promotional opportunity and I get paid to kiss the game's butt. That doesn't happen here. Here, you always get my honest take on whatever I'm playing. And here you're going to get my honest opinions on things going on in the gaming industry. Okay. If that's what you're interested in, you're definitely at the right place. Hit that subscribe button and expect content like this moving forward in the future very frequently, because that's pretty much what I'm all about. All right. But again, just to make this abundantly clear, if you're here for drama, if you're here for angry arguments with other creators and me responding to the response, to the response, to the shit talking, to the this, to the that, that's not what this is about whatsoever. All right. It's about moving forward positively and moving upward positively. Okay. There's been things in my past that I'm not proud of. A lot of people have had that come to light because that's all you've ever heard of me. You've heard my detractors highlight my bad moments, but you don't actually get to see the real, honest truth of what the content is that I make. Well, now you're here. Welcome, and hopefully you guys will enjoy. Now, I want to make something abundantly clear to those who are here live, because those of you watching on demand, you probably, check out the video comments. You might notice this video might have a lot more comments than usual. You might have a lot of upvotes because people have been upvoting all my content recently, and that's amazing. And thank you so much for that. That will help this channel in the algorithm. But you may notice something when it comes to the chats. And I just want to make this clear. I have 2 chat rooms. One is on my YouTube channel, DSP Gaming on YouTube, and one is on my channel, DSP Gaming Real on Kick. I'm not kidding you if I tell you in the last 48 hours, I've had a whole bunch of newcomers come to my channels and start watching and said, Bill, there's a weird difference between the chats. The YouTube chat seems to be really positive. Like everyone there seems to actually like be a fan of you and they talk positively and it's like a hangout session. But then when I go to the Kick chat, it seems like at least half the people there are saying negative things, toxic things, nasty things. They're saying sarcastic remarks about you. And I don't understand the difference, okay? I guess I should explain the difference, all right? I've been a full-time YouTuber since 2011, okay? DSP Gaming existed since 2010, before I even had it as a job. This channel has existed for over 15 years, and this is my long-standing place where I do gameplay content every day, where I stream every day. That's where the true fan base lies. I have only been live streaming on Kick for a year. And quite honestly, I started live streaming on Kick as a result of doing a big collaboration last year with some drama farmers called Kino Casino. When I started working with them and I started streaming on Kick, a lot of their viewership started watching me there. Well, I cut off that collaboration early this year when it went toxic. They were trying to drag me down into this real awful place and have me be stuck making all kinds of drama content I didn't want to make. So I cut the cord, and they don't like that, so now they hate me. Their fan base is kind of mixed. A lot of their fan base, they don't necessarily hate me. They like to hate watch me, so they stick around. And so what you're going to notice is in the Kick chat room, a lot of the people in there are holdoffs from the Kino Casino days, and they're there saying toxic things, doing toxic things. And you might say, well, then why do you keep them around? Well, it's because, number one, I get paid for their attendance because I'm in the KCIP program. So every view I get on Kick, I get paid for. And number two, Kick actually pays generously. Any contributions I get through Kick, like subs or kicks, it's very lucrative. So even though I understand that they're kind of like the negative peanut gallery who say crap about me every day, that's why they're there, and that's why I tolerate it, all right? Maybe one day I won't, but right now, hey, just like I had with that discussion with Asmongold on Monday, it's paying us both well. Why on earth would I stop streaming there, right? Now, I'm not going to sit here and constantly moderate that chat and say, how dare you say negative things? Let them, because then that's the place for it. It keeps them over there, and it lets us focus on the YouTube side, right, and be positive. But the thing is, I'm not saying they're all negatives. A lot of them are. In fact, most of those people are on sock accounts because they've already been banned multiple times. But it is what it is. All right. So I just wanted to explain that because there's many newcomers to the content and they're looking at it like, why does he have the 2 chats and how could they be so different from what's happening on the YouTube side? That's exactly why. Okay. All right. To start today, I have shout outs to make. I received contributions, but I wasn't even broadcasting. That almost never happens, to make that clear. Like, usually, if someone's going to contribute to my content, I will get contributions when I'm live. Okay. First of all, I've been getting a few super thanks on the videos. If you're someone who has watched my content on demand in the last couple of days and you left a super thanks on the video, thank you. I've gotten a bit of them. I usually get 0, like, ever. So the fact that I even got a few, thank you so very much to anyone who did that. Okay. Today, I sat down and I was going to boot up the stream. I had already received 10 gifted subs on